Welcome everyone once again to the Wednesday Night Warriors. This is episode number 24. We're covering the November 11th editions of AEW Dynamite, WWE NXT. I'm Romeo Anthony Colon. This right here, Chris G.
Of course, with Mary Jane. Kobe had to do that one time for episode 24.
That is true. We completely ignored Michael Jordan on episode 23. We apologize, Mike. Please don't come after us.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
Okay, all right.
He took that personal.
All right, this is the Wednesday Night Warriors. Before we get into this week's festivities, please, friendly reminder, thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you're new here to enjoy all of the great content here on True Heel Heat. And of course, leave a comment, share this video with your friends. Let them know about the Wednesday Night Warriors if you enjoy what we do. If you don't enjoy what we do, leave a comment. Let us know we suck. Go ahead. Be brutally honest. Tell us we suck. Speaking of leaving a comment, let's go to our subscriber spotlight before we start. We have a comment here from Pelu 101. He says, I know there's been a review on Full Gear already, but you two got to make one as well. Romeo, embrace it. AEW is just better than NXT on most nights. Even most of the True Heel Heat subscribers agree. Damn, they're coming after me. All right. I'm going to ignore that second part. Full Gear, I thought, amazing show for the most part. The tag match was my fave. I love the ending and what it set up going forward. I thought with that match and Hangman Omega, both matches left a little bit in the tank for rematches down the line. Hopefully they'll happen. I think they will. And I thought the right people won up and down the card, except for Darby. I gotta admit I'm in the minority. I'm not as in love with Darby Allin as everyone else is. I'm a Cody fan. But I'd say on a scale of 0 to 10, I'd give this pay-per-view probably an 8.4 and a definite thumbs up.
Yeah, my favorite match was the Kenny Hangman opener. I'm surprised that they started the pay-per-view with that match, but I'm glad they did because they showed out. And it leaves me on the bone for a potential second match or third match, whatever it is for them. Second match. The Young Bucks and FTR put on a tag team clinic. What we expected, and once again they left me on the bone. You know, we could definitely see another rematch with them too, so I like that going forward. I don't mind the title change. I don't mind Cody changing the title to Darby, because I'm a Darby fan as much as I like Cody too. I think they need to put a little spotlight on Darby, try to build a homegrown talent or whatnot for the next year.
The new face of TNT.
The new face of TNT, which I like. I like what they're doing with that. So, and he got plenty of heels to go through, so that makes an interesting dynamic. And as much as my heart wanted Eddie Kingston to bring home to New York City for the Boricuas that beautiful AEW World Heavyweight Championship, my brain, my soul, everything else said Moxley. So, and I wasn't disappointed with the match. It was a good match. It was sloppy. It was gritty. It was bloody. It was everything they needed it to be. So I think going forward, Full Gear was a good pay-per-view. I give it an 8, and I'm looking forward to going into 2021 for AEW.
Dynamite. Let's start with that. The new AEW Dynamite opening, I thought was pretty fire. They got the same song. I noticed that Cody is the only guy that appears twice in this new video package. Get a load of this guy. And then Taz trolls Darby, the face of TNT in the rafters. Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Competitive. Cage wins in 7:41. Ricky Starks talks on the mic after. Infers they're coming for the titles, and the Revolution will be televised. I thought this was an okay opening. What'd you think?
I mean, it was a nice match. It was short, but it was fast-paced. Two athletic guys. One guy's big and athletic. The other guy's just well-traveled and athletic, so it made for a good story. But, just setting up shit further for Darby. I think Ricky Starks will probably be his first challenger. So they should put on some magic.
Johnny Gargano on NXT. He's got his own wheel. It's a bit different from the one they were advertising on social media. Bait and switch. Because this wheel has a handwritten entry of Leon Ruff in place of Austin Theory. So Leon Ruff, ironically, the wheel lands on him. What can you say? Damian Priest distracts Gargano from the crowd, and then Leon wins the North American Championship with a tilt-a-wheel crucifix in just 3:43. Wow. Ruff then celebrates with Priest. He's got the belt around his waist. It drops. He's too fucking skinny. Johnny complains to Commissioner Regal and Priest, like, whose idea was that anyways? And they're like, it was yours, stupid. And later in the episode, Gargano complains again to Regal outside his office. And he's just going to plead his case. You know, it was a goof. It was a joke. It was a joke. It's a joke. Regal says the decision stands. Johnny Gargano's jokes backfire on him, and he has lost the championship. He just won. Leon Ruff. I know you were like, who the fuck is Leon Ruff? We've named him Jabroni of the night right here on the Wednesday Night Warriors before, and he's no Jabroni no more. North American champion, Chris. You gonna accept that, Leon Ruff?
Yeah, maybe for 6 or 7 days, and then I'm sure he'll be fucking back to Jabroni status. I mean, the entertainment value, I was entertained. It was funny. But, man, just the disrespect to Johnny Gargano, the disrespect to the North American Championship, treating it like this, like a fucking comedy title. It's just, I don't know. I'm not feeling it 100%. But it was funny. I'll give it that.
Cody Rhodes is in the ring. He passes on a rematch with Darby Allin. He wants MJF. He wants to even the score with him. But before he can elaborate on that, he's interrupted by a woman. We learn her name is Jade Cargill. And she's been in the crowd for Dynamites and Darks. She's been watching. She says there's nothing giant about Cody. We know there's something giant about Cody. His fucking ego. That's giant about Cody. She knows a real giant. And she name drops Shaquille O'Neal. And then Brandy comes out, real ratchet, defending Cody. Her voice is getting high. She calls her trifling heifer. Cody's jumped by Starks and Cage. Darby with a save. Hobbs a little bit late. Interesting new direction here for Cody. And you got Shaquille O'Neal, who I don't care to see in the ring, but it's TNT. He's a TNT guy. And it may bring eyeballs for AEW. And Jade, what can you say about her? She's got a very unique look. Her abs can cut steel. She needs some work on the mic and body language, but this wasn't all that bad. What do you think about everything that's going on here?
It was a lot. It was a lot to digest at one time. But at first she popped up. I'm like, who the fuck is this? But, after a little research, find out she's like a fitness model and all that. She looks impressive. Her abs. If I punch her in the stomach, I'm definitely breaking 2 or 3 knuckles. I'll tell you that much. The mic work definitely could be a little improved than the body language, but I mean, that'll come with time, I think. Shaq, I don't really think he's going to do much in the ring, but just the name value and the presence alone is exciting for AEW. Shaq is a fucking global figure, you know what I mean? That could bring a lot of eyes to the product. So I'm with the shits, A Shaq versus Cody? I don't really know, but we'll see what happens.
I could have get Mike Tyson. This is a little bit,
Well, Tyson's busy getting ready to turn Roy Jones into a vegetable.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that. Earlier in the day, Jake Atlas attacked another member of Legado del Fantasma in the parking lot, most dangerous place on Earth. They're still both with Santos Escobar for his title defense. This match was a much better match than the previous one. Of course, Wilde and Mendoza interfere again, but Jake takes them both out with weapons. Escobar wins, though, in 15 minutes to retain. This was probably my favorite match on this episode of NXT. They gave him time, and they did their thing. But the interference, again, like Otto.
Can't get one clean Santos Escobar, which is fine because he's a heel, and when he does get that clean victory over somebody...
I know, I have to remind myself that, I know.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it was a good match. I like the action. I like the aggressive Jake Atlas. I don't want to see him smiling all the time, but he knows how to bring that passion. So it's exciting for the Cruiserweight division if they could get Jordan Devlin back.
The other Cruiserweight champion who's on NXT UK. Still claiming he's Cruiserweight champion. Butcher and the Blade versus the Natural Nightmares in a bunkhouse match. This is hardcore weapons, blood and guts all over the place. Dustin with a bulldog on Butcher through a plywood. QT Marshall with an elbow drop off the top of a ladder. Bunny gets bumped into a table off the apron. The camera misses it. Thank you very much. Natural Nightmares win in 13 minutes. I'm going to let you go first before I rant.
Well, you know I love this shit. Car crash, chaos, a little too much blood. The funny thing is, I know the exact spot where Blade got hit, and I see the ref hand him the blade, like as he rolls out the ring. And for some reason, I'm just like, this motherfucker's going to blade himself too much. and look what happened. He was a Crimson Mask. I mean, crazy. But other
he also
than
had
that,
Allie with the, I think, was it scissors? Or something? To somebody's face? I think it was the blade or something.
I know it was QT. I believe it was the QT.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was a lot of blood. But for Dynamite,
I want to say the match and effort itself, fine in its own. But the blood, it can be okay for a Dynamite. It can be. But this story where it's at right now, I don't think it needed all that weight on top of it. I feel like you're missing a few chapters to get from where they were to absolute bloodbath. And if you're going to do that, what is it, the second match we're talking about? This needs to be like the main event if you're going to do all that. I thought, like you said, just overkill. And on top of that, I think the wrong guys won on top of that. Jeez. But whatever. Raquel versus Xia Li never happens because Xia doesn't show up. Boa comes out. She apologizes to Raquel. Raquel's not having that shit. She beats his ass. After she leaves, the lights turn dark. A very nice visual, I thought, of the dragon flying around on the screens. What is this, Game of Thrones? I love it. An older Asian man who looks like a big deal. He comes down. He marks Boa on his hand. He hands him an envelope with a weird design. Boa looks scared of this guy. I have no idea what's going on, but I am intrigued.
I never thought I'd see the day where NXT would turn into Grand Theft Auto because we have cartels and now we have triads. Oh, it's gay. I love it. I can't wait. I am intrigued, though. In all seriousness, I am intrigued. I don't know what happened to Xia Li. It's probably some shit back home. There's probably some little mafia shit going on. I like it. I'm intrigued.
And I like using all this to make Raquel look even more like a badass.
Absolutely. She is a powerhouse and low-key fine.
We have the induction of MJF and Wardlow into the Inner Circle. There's no Sammy G at first. MJF throws a shot at Donald Trump. Says he's been in the business 5 years and all he had was a small loan of $1 million. Then he reads a poem that he wrote that his homies Pride and Powerful can enjoy. It's just the lyrics to All Me by Drake. Ortiz hated it. Then he celebrates Jericho's B-Day with balloons that get blown away by the wind. And MJF says he's got tickets for everyone. They're going to Vegas next week. It's all because of him. I thought this was the best Jericho MJF segment I've seen yet. MJF stole the show. Oh, and by the way, later on, Sammy, he says he got an email to meet at the beach. MJF asked about the second email. Did you get the second email? He didn't get it. It's okay. He got him a ticket too anyways. It's on him. It's on MJF. Chris, do you know it's on MJF? It's all because of him?
It's all him. My God, it's all him. It was good. It was funny, man. Because once it took me like maybe the second bar, be like, is this motherfucker quoting Drake? Did he just quote Drake? And then he follows through. I'm like, yo, that's great. Yeah, the small loan of $1 million shit. Like you can't be any more of a prick than MJF. He's that great.
He started from the bottom. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah, now he's here. Beautiful segment. I can't wait for the Vegas segment because they're not really going to Vegas, but I want to see how.
I think they are.
I mean, then we got states, unless they filmed it already. They could have filmed it already. It's a different story.
I would be fine if next week's Dynamite is just like a plot from The Hangover with the Inner Circle.
That would be
August Gray on NXT is jumped by Timothy Thatcher and thrown into Dexter Loomis's beautiful drawing of the zombie ref and Cameron Grimes. This led to a match between the two of them. Surprisingly, they gave the W to Thatcher here due to a Cameron Grimes distraction. Dirty finish, 13:32. Grimes and Lewis fight after. Grimes puts a burlap sack on Dexter's head to cover his creepy eyes and yells at him, "Look in my eyes." Cameron sits him on a chair and then gives him a nice cave-in. This was nice to see serious Cameron Grimes. We had the hokey comedy the last 2 weeks. Now we're back on board with Cameron Grimes, so no more goofiness.
Yeah, he's not scared of zombies and shit no more, so that's a positive.
Eddie Kingston says, he quit, and it's something he has to live with, but he will be the world's champion. He introduces Phoenix versus Penta for the main event. He does commentary. This is an amazing match. Much better than the first one, I thought. Penta gets his W back with the package pile driver in 12:30.
Well, I thought the match was cool. I wanted more time. I looked at the time. I'm like, damn, they only getting like 10 minutes. Fuck, I wanted more from them, you know. But
it went fast.
It is what it is. Yeah, it was a fast-paced match though, and it felt personal. Because if you know anything about like luchadors and ripping the mask and shit like that shit is like a sin in Mexico. So they did it to each other. They made it feel personal between actual brothers. It doesn't get any better than that.
Which is exactly what bothered me about this match. the ripping at each other's masks, trying to take them off, I thought was again overkill, similar to the blood. Didn't need that right here where the story is in the second match. What are you gonna do in the third match? They better get completely unmasked in the rubber match. I thought it was just premature ejaculation to me. Save the mask ripping. Like, why are they so mad at each other? Come on, you're brothers. You're brothers.
Yeah, that's 30 years of fucking hostility against each other. Yeah, that's what happens. You're ripping mask off.
That's a shit family. I got much better relationships with my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I'm not ripping my brother's mask anytime soon.
Candice LeRae versus Toni Storm. Toni Storm's fine ass, I must say. Storm hits her fine ass on the steel steps. I know the steps felt that. I know that shit had to hurt the steel steps. Good action. 10 minutes. Candice cheats with her feet on the ropes. Dirty finish. Toni doesn't like it, so the fight continues. Scream Mask comes out to help Candice. Shotzi evens the odds. They do a very bad, wicked stepsister on her that looked off. Then the mask comes off. It's Indy Hartwell. Oh, shit. What a surprise. Not much of a surprise or a shock. At least not to me and you. But I thought this was a fine match for the time they had, and I wouldn't mind seeing more with a clean finish. But the story here is, of course, the Scream Mask and Shotzi, they did a video package with Shotzi. She's talking about how she's going to get a revenge on Candice, and that tank meant a lot to her and her family. It represented the military. By the way, happy Veterans Day. This show took place on a Veterans Day. So, yeah. What do you think about everything that was going on here?
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't David Arquette, but I'm fine with Indy.
Well, we had the theory that there were two of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm 50% right, so I'll take it.
Well, but whoever the other Scream Mask guy is did not help Johnny Gargano at all tonight.
I don't think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna see that guy ever again, to be honest.
Oh man.
But he could have used him though.
No shit.
The match itself was cool though. I liked it. Good action. Furthers the storyline with Shotzi and Candice. I think Toni should have got the win because I'm trying to make her look strong the last couple weeks, but it is what it is. Doesn't really hurt. Dirty finish.
I just love this women's division. There's just so many matchups you can just have every week, and it's going to be fun to keep watching. Now, the end of that Phoenix Penta match. Eddie Kingston tells us that what we just saw was two of the greatest wrestlers in the world today. He says they're two brothers fighting for competition, and you just saw his best friend show his brother who did it best. You did it, Penta. He's the best. Eddie nonchalantly kicks Ray out of the ring. I start cracking up. Eddie says he's proud. Penta doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need the dead weight. And then Pac makes his return. Pac wonders if Eddie thought he'd be gone forever. The bastard is back. Eddie has made a very big mistake. The refs break it up because Eddie is not cleared. Commentary very randomly says Pac versus the Blade next week. You might want to check on the Blade, make sure he's okay to fight next week. He's a little fucked up tonight.
He looked like he's in worse shape than fucking Eddie.
Yeah, they say he's not cleared. Oh, man. What do you think about the aftermath and the return?
I fucking didn't see that coming, and I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Now, remember what you said, that he would come back one day, and that you'd. I think you said you wanted to see Pac versus Eddie. Because
I think it might have been like a Pac versus Kenny rematch or some shit, but I mean, Pac versus Eddie would be cool too. I'd take Pac versus anybody.
No, because I remember when Eddie took control of the fam, he was a new leader, and he mixed them all together.
And he swooped Penta and Phoenix, because with that, well, hopefully that's what the backstory is gonna be. You know, he broke up the family, he broke up the triangle.
So you think they're gonna side back with Pac?
I think it'll be like a little struggle, like a power struggle back and forth. Maybe Penta, maybe Penta taking Eddie's side and Phoenix going with Pac.
Be interesting to see where they go.
Yeah.
NXT Breezango versus Oni and Danny for the tag titles. Birch and Lorcan win in 10 minutes despite interference from Drake Maverick. Looking for revenge on the Killian Dane attack from last week. Big beat down after by the Kings of NXT. The best punter in NFL history punts Tyler Breeze like he did Adam Cole. I was halfway expecting Undisputed Era's music to hit, but not yet. The tension continues to build as they're the greatest. We sucked. Cheers. The Kings of NXT looking strong. We're waiting for that Undisputed Era return, though.
It's coming. It's coming soon. They got to save it for the right moment, though. The match was good, though. You know, solid tag match, nothing too crazy. I think we've seen better from both tag teams, but
yes,
it is what it is. I like the fact that Drake came out there, though, so it keeps in the back of our mind. You know, Dane and Drake still got a little beef with them, so.
The best of the rest on both shows. We had the Mox promo on Kenny Omega. Said he beat him once, but beating him twice would be special. Then Omega has a promo while he's leaving. He says that first match was, unsanctioned. And he could beat Mox in a ring in an actual match. And the match is made for December 2nd on Dynamite. We're going to get it before the year's over. We don't have to wait till Revolution. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I mean, shit. I would much rather see it on a big stage, but
I don't want to wait.
But yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it on a Dynamite. It is what it is. But can we see Kenny winning the belt on a regular episode of Dynamite? Are they gonna switch the title on Dynamite?
We'll see what kind of plans they have. I've heard some theories. Maybe it could be a time limit draw.
Yeah, I would dig that, and then set up a later match for Revolution.
Matt Hardy says it's up to Sammy Guevara on what he's gonna do going forward now that he has been deleted. Ciampa promo in the back talking trash about the locker room, whining to get their way. He's going to set them straight. Sean Spears beats Scorpio Sky. Dirty finish, of course, with the loaded glove. Ty Conti beat Red Velvet in 8 minutes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Tay Conti. That's it.
Did you know she's a black belt? I don't know if you know.
I knew.
Well, you just want to take the black belt off, huh? All right. Next week, Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai. Big match for the Women's Championship. Who do you think is going to win?
I think NXT's desperate, yo. They want those ratings. I don't know if Io's contract's coming up. I haven't read nothing about her resigning. I don't know if she's resigned previous years. She might be going back to Japan. I think Rhea's getting that belt back.
Oh, I am going to go with Io Shirai to retain. It'll be Kip versus Orange Cassidy also next week. Cody and Darby versus Cage and Starks. the Vegas Inner Circle, Pac versus Blade, Young Bucks versus Top Flight, and thankfully on NXT, Finn Balor, the NXT champion, remember him? Returns. I think NXT has been missing a little bit of the heavyweight championship scene. They need that back bad. And you know what? I got a bold prediction for you. Next week, I think when Finn Balor returns, I think he won't be the only one returning. I think Karrion Kross returns too.
Well,
wait, I'm not even done though.
Go.
And I think they're gonna set up a championship match. Guess when?
December 2nd.
December 2nd. I fucking bet you. Watch.
You know what? Whatever I was gonna say, throw that out the window. Fuck it. We're just gonna go with that. Cause if they do that shit, oh man.
It'll be Petty, but NXT. That's their middle name, Petty.
Well, they I don't know if they said he was coming back. They said he was
that we'll hear from him, something like that.
Yeah, that we'll hear from him. He's gonna address the NXT Championship. So I don't know if it's gonna be like an actual physical appearance.
All right. Well, shit. Whenever he does return, I think it happens anyway.
Yeah.
The ratings are in. AEW wins again. They're up to 764,000 viewers. NXT, they're also up to 632,000 viewers. I thought both numbers would be a little bit higher, but apparently there's still this election crap going on in the United States of America. People they're loving it. That's the top feud going on Wednesday nights right now. AEW's up 46-11-1 in the ratings war. Match of the night, Phoenix Penta, no doubt, right?
No doubt.
MVP, I'm going to go with Leon Ruff. You got to give him his due. And also MJF. Who's your MVP?
Leon Ruff. You're lucky I smoked my blunt. I would have asked you on the fucking camera like I said I was. Leon Ruff. My MVP is Pac for finally coming back and bringing some excitement into our lives. It's another person I look forward to on Dynamite.
Jabroni of the night. I gotta go Johnny Gargano. I mean, it was a joke. It was a joke. But the joke is you lost your North American Championship. And I also got to go with Tony Khan for once again. I think shit up on social media that his line was, the balance of power in wrestling will shift tonight. So you had people thinking, oh shit, are we gonna see maybe Kenta appear on Dynamite? Maybe some kind of like lines being crossed? No, it's just Pac returning. That's all. Tony Khan, overhyping. Wow. Jabroni.
I'm not gonna give it to my boy Tony. He almost went full Dixie. You never go full Dixie. He almost went full Dixie. But no, it has to be Johnny Gargano.
Damn Johnny. Hate to see it. Mm-mm. Show of the night. I already know. What is it? 17 weeks for you is about to be? AEW.
17 weeks.
I cannot believe you didn't think Halloween Havoc could win that week. Unbelievable. I will never get over that for as long as this streak goes.
They had a shot, but...
My show of the week is AEW Dynamite. I mean, the MJF stuff, the Phoenix Penta match. NXT felt like they were just, advancing storylines. They didn't have anything as huge as those two things. But next week, we'll see if they come back with that women's championship match and Finn's return. We want to hear from you. We're going to put the poll up on the Facebook group True Heels. You let us know what was your show of the night. We'll give the score on the beginning of the next week's episode 25. Wow, that's the quarter episode. What basketball player wears that number? I don't know. Still on the Wednesday Night Warriors scoreboard. For now, it's 16-6. No, actually, it's 17-6. We both picked AEW. 17-6-1. AEW in the lead on the Wednesday Night War. Chris, where can they find you? What do you got going on?
Find me at True Heel Chris G. Check out Joints and Jabronis. Shit, man, that's about it. True Toxicity, a little podcast we do on the side that I am a producer of. Proud producer. That's about it, man.
And you can find me, the Pride of NY, on Twitter and Instagram. True Rewind every Monday or Tuesday coming up this week. It'll be the Royal Rumble 1996. Who's going to win that one? All right. So, Chris G, his co-host who is long gone. I am Romeo. You're watching the Wednesday Night Warriors. We'll be back next week, episode number 25. This is the Wednesday Night Warriors. Thank you for watching.